My name is Maria Fernanda Cardoso. I am an artist born in Colombia and I live in Australia. My artwork focuses a lot on the forms of life, the many forms of life in this planet. I am very interested in the human-animal and the human-plant connection. I'm very interested in materiality, and I'm interested in form and how behavior informs form. My work focuses on nature. I do practice-based research. I use research and experimentation to find out things that we don't know about the natural world. I had a particular focus on our relationship with animals throughout my career. I find that connection with the animal is very potent in all cultures in humankind. Recently, I have been researching animal architecture, for example. In the past, I researched the morphology of animal genitalia. And the reason is that because it has very extravagant shapes. And I'm very fascinated by biogeometries. And that research led onto the piece that exists here at the 21st Century Museum in Kanazawa, which is on the origins of art. When I did my research on the sexual selection impact on animal genitalia, I realized that everything that is extravagant, everything that is beautiful in nature has to do with reproduction, with sexual selection, because it's very hard to reproduce. That's our mandate. We have to not only survive, but reproduce, pass to the next generation. And the mating of males and females, it's a way to guarantee that you will have more chances to survival in the future. But we have very different interests. The female doesn't like to be pregnant very easily, and the males want to propagate their DNA to other generations. So the conflict between the sexes is something that had caught my attention for the last decade. The artwork that I'm exhibited here at the 21st Century Museum is called On the Origins of Art, and it depicts the courtship behavior of the Maratus jumping spiders from Australia. They are tiny spiders, 4 millimeters big, but they're incredibly sophisticated. They have great eyesight, therefore they not only use it to hunt because they are hunters, but they use it for the charming each other and procreation. The sexual selection is dictated by the female. The female is the boss, and the male has to be more extravagant, more beautiful, display colors, dance better, be charmed, produce better sounds, and only he will succeed if he is the best and the most talented of all the suitors. And to me, that's the origins of performance arts, for example, in this case. I'm also fascinated by the fact that they use color and pattern. They use visual language, which are humans. We thought we were the only ones who invented art. I don't agree. I think there is a biological foundation for art and the aesthetic sensibility of among species. So the female spider has an aesthetic sense, the same way that many insects have an aesthetic sense to choose a flower they are going to pollinate. And that's part of how we communicate through beauty, through form, through smells, through movement, and through behavior. This artwork, it's a video of the mating, but it's not only what we see, but also how we feel it. I wanted the humans to feel as if you are a spider at that scale. And because they communicate not only visually, but through sound. But their sound is not through the ears, because it's not airwaves, it's through the ground that the vibrations travel. So they vibrate the abdomen, the male, and the female will feel it with the hairs. To translate that into human ear range, we recorded with a laser vibrometer. We bounced these vibrations. We translated it to range that was perceived by humans. I commissioned another artist, a sound artist, Andrew Bellelti, and he made it tactile. So he made this sound amplified, but also to be felt through the floor the way a spider will feel it Therefore, we created a platform that vibrates with the sound of the spiders dancing. I'm very moved by this exhibition because sometimes I feel alone. I feel I'm the only one that is witnessing all of these conversations with other species, and my focus with other forms of life. But this exhibition is bringing to the forefront how important it is to be able to be more sensitive and be in tune and in dialogue with other multi-species. So it's a fantastic premise for an exhibition. I think there is a lot of joy around us in life. There is so many forms of life, and all we have to do is look and observe and feel, and that will enrich your lives tremendously. And this exhibition is all curated with artists and scientists and thinkers who have done sensibility that they had stopped to think, look, feel, and engage with other forms of life. So enjoy the exhibition.